You're probably looking at buying a Primerica plan and are wondering, does the plan cancel and does it go up? And what we're going to be doing in today's videos is actually answering just that. We're going to show you a list of different products brought to you by ValuePenguin.com's research on how the Primerica plan works, and to answer the question about when the plan will cancel and if it does cancel, and then when and if premiums will increase. So we are here on Value Penguin's review of Primerica Term Life Insurance. So we're going to reference their page to give you the information about how the Primerica plans work so that you can decide for yourself if getting a plan for them is a good idea or it isn't. So if we kind of skip through some of the basics here, the meat and potatoes of what we're looking at is right here where it says Primerica's term lengths and coverage details. I'm going to read this to you so that you understand what we're looking at. And then also the grid down here, the table, very important to understand. So Primerica's term lengths and coverage details. Primerica offers term life insurance policies in increments of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35 years. But your options depend on your age. So first things first, just in case you're unfamiliar, term life is defined as terminating life insurance, okay? When you get a term insurance plan, it doesn't last forever. It only lasts temporarily. Typically until the end of the period. We'll get to that more in a minute. Now, some elements of term allow you to keep a fixed price for a given period of time. That's that reference here of 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35 years. You see it right there. So all that means, it doesn't mean that the plan's going to cancel necessarily after the 35 years or whatever the number is up. It just means that the premiums stay the same for that period of time. So for example, if you get a 10-year term, you got the plan for 10 years at the fixed price. Then after that, the price is guaranteed to be insurable and increase each year potentially, which in most cases it does, until it terminates. Now, if we keep reading down here, all of Primerica's policies offer a guaranteed insurability option, which means you can renew your policy without a health exam or application until age 95. So what this means is that all of Primerica's plans you can keep till you're 95 years old, but there's no guarantee that the price will not go up. And if you check out the chart up here, you can see very clearly that if you are 70 years old and you buy a 10-year plan, that just means the premium's guaranteed for 10 years. Then from 80 to 95, you're going to have escalating premiums until if you live to 95 and don't kick the bucket, that's when it will cancel. And so that's what all of this is referring to. So for example, if you are, let's say 20, and you buy a 35-year term length, you've got a 20-year period of time where the guarantee of the rate is guaranteed. And then there's 15 years of premiums escalating based on how it's described here. Although it seems to me that it would go up to 95. It's a little unclear with this review here. But any time where you see guaranteed level premiums at a specific amount, that means the premium's going to stay the same. And then you need to look at the guaranteed insurability option, see how long it is guaranteed to be insurable and renewable on a yearly basis. And in most cases, my experience as an agent seeing Primerica plans, it's till age 95. So let's conclude what we've learned, and I want to give you some opinions of what I think about Primerica's term plan and why it might not be the best option. So Primerica, generally speaking, is guaranteed insurable up to age 89, and depending on your age, you can get different lengths of time where the premium is fixed for 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years, and then have to experience ever increasing premium rate. So what's the problem with that? So there's a number of issues here with Primerica's plan. There are no conversion privileges. That means turning term insurance into a permanent life insurance plan. I doubt we'll ever see that with Primerica because the way Primerica operates is they buy term and invest the difference. That's their mantra. If you've talked to a Primerica person, that's what they'll harp to you all day long. And the concept is buying permanent insurance is not a good use of your money. It's better put into, in their opinion, some sort of investment vehicle or indexing to a fund. And so there's no conversion option with these term insurance plans. If you live long enough and are in a position to where you still need some kind of coverage because you didn't invest like their theory says you should. And what happens with people that I have seen with these type of guaranteed insurability plans with no conversion options is they're stuck in the plan because their health is bad and they can't qualify for anything else. And you might be in a position where you have to lower the coverage as the price increases just to hope that you can continue to afford it, or just drop it out altogether. That's been my biggest issue because most term insurance options or term plans out there from different companies, brand name companies, have conversion privileges to where you can take that plan and turn it into whole life, typically by 65, 70, maybe even 75 years old if you're lucky with certain carriers. So it's important to know about that privilege because the need of insurance changes with time as you get older. Typically, it's not about income replacement. It's about paying for your final expenses, leaving some sort of legacy behind to your loved ones. And so you might not need as much term insurance, but you might not qualify for a new plan either because your health changed. So having guaranteed insurability is really important. The other aspect of this is that term insurance is not appropriate for everyone. If you're in your 50s or your 60s and your main concern, or beyond, by the way, your main concern is just protecting yourself and your loved ones really from final expenses, burial cost, cremation cost, maybe providing a cushion of income to take care of your survivors. Term insurance, the problem with it is you may outlive it, or you may get to a point on a fixed income, just like with what they're describing here with Primerica, it becomes too expensive and you can't afford the thing. This is where permanent products, whole life insurance, sometimes universal life, makes a lot more sense. With whole life specifically, the rates never go up. The coverage never cancels as long as you pay, and depending on your health, you may qualify for first day full coverage. So it provides peace of mind permanently as long as you pay the premium, and answers the question and solves the problem in the best way of how am I going to take care of the final expenses that I'm guaranteed to have by having a guaranteed plan that will be there no matter when I die. So I say all this because Primerica, they do a great job. They pay claims great. It may not be the best option for you. And if you believe you should look at more options, if you think shopping around is a good idea, especially if you want to work with a broker, whereas Primerica is a one-trick pony, they just work with Primerica for the life insurance. Brokers like us at BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com, we work with a litany of carriers to shop around to see who's going to give you the best price and the best bang for your buck. If you like that idea, let us help you. Go to BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com. You can check out the free quotes there, or just call us directly at 888-626-0439. We prefer you to call. It's the best and quickest way to give you an answer on what products are available and how much it'll run, and then what you decide to do with it's up to you. And that is it for me. Hope that answers your question about Primerica, and I hope you have a nice day.